y'all.
Hey.
I'm Shakora.
And I'm Ebony.
And this is the Unapologetically Us podcast, where we talk about life, mental health, fitness, finances, and everything in between. Thank y'all so much for joining us today.
We done made another episode, girl.
We did.
This episode 2.
This is.
I hope y'all got y'all wine.
Yes.
Because we have ours.
Yes, we told y'all last episode to come ready, set, go with the wine. Okay.
To have your wine ready. So, we're going to get into our first segment. Child, listen.
Child, listen.
What's been up with you, friend?
Whew, girl. Child, listen for me, Lord. Well, I just been working and getting things together with Jaden. You know, Jaden's made the cheer team. I think I stated that before. And so with going to work and getting her to practice and to games and going to games and, you know, I never thought that the cheer moms, right, had to go to the games too. You know, I can't just drop you off. She like, Mama, you got your schedule clear?
Somebody got to support the babies.
Jesus, so I got to get cheer mom shirts. You know, we did competition cheer, so we, of course, had to be there. But when you going to school right down the street, I can't just drop you off. So she's definitely expecting me to be in attendance. And so we been going to games, getting her there, and girl, me, because I like football now. I like football, y'all. And so I'm watching the game, and the lady on side of me, she's like, "Oh, which player is yours?" And I'm like, "She's cheering." Sorry. she's over there. I'm just stuck on the game. But it's definitely been an experience, and I enjoy it. And she loves it. Like, she loves cheer. So, of course, if she loves it, then I love it. So, yeah. What about you? How's things been?
Child. Listen, so did the adult thing and decided to deep clean my house from top to bottom. I don't know who I thought I was and who told me to do that crap. But sore, you know.
Sore?
Well, working out with Hercules. Oh. and then cleaning up a house. Yeah. Like, and then stairs.
Oh, yeah.
Like, my stairs ain't outside. They inside. So you gotta clean them.
Yes.
And then my little crazy self went in a garden tub.
Pays to be a boss, huh?
Listen. And the garden and the tub don't even be dirty like that, but it's the fact of cleaning it.
True.
And then I kind of bleach stained the clothes. It's
get bleach. Finish with the cleaning the tub. You got bleach right there,
bleach
right
all over the place. Like, who told me to do that?
You know, that's the price we have to pay when we want nice things.
I be like, why do we want nice stuff?
You know, you bougie.
I mean, I'm embracing it.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna get mad when I said
no, because it's nothing wrong with wanting nice things and having nice things. We need to get rid of that stigma.
I've been trying to tell you that for years.
Well, because bougie always had a negative thing to it.
Okay.
But now it's like, okay. Or,
and?
Yeah. If me liking nice things and wanting, you know, things to look a certain way, if that makes me bougie to you, then
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, you helped me embrace it because
good.
There was a time when you said it's only too much for people who want to be like you.
Yeah.
So bet. Like,
I
if
said
that's the case,
I said that.
Then so be it.
Yes, I said that. I did. I said, I remember that. You know, and it wasn't until like years I had just been calling you bougie till you was like, I don't like that. I was like, what? Like, I'm calling you bougie thinking like that's a compliment. And then later you tell me like, no, I didn't like that. And I'm like, let's talk about this. You know, it's important to talk to y'all friends because you could say things and be saying things to them and then it be all messing with their feelings and stuff. Cause you remember when you told me that you didn't like to be called Eb?
No.
You know?
No, I never did.
I know, and I always called you Eb, and she was like, I don't really like that, and I was like, what? I've been calling you Eb for 5 years.
But now I just embrace it because everybody been calling me Eb since I've been a baby. So at this point, okay, now I gotta embrace it. So I post old pictures of me, baby pictures. I be like young Ebs. Because at this point,
it's there.
That's what it is.
It's happening. She can't take it back.
Nah,
so all of her friends out there continue to call her Eb. She don't like it, but
they call me more than just Eb.
I know.
I don't like none of them names either.
We'll get into all the names that everyone calls her
in another episode. Of why people still want to call you names that you don't want to be called.
Now I can relate with that because people. Let's not even get into that right now. But yes, my name is Shakur. Hey y'all, I'm Shakur.
We ain't gotta get into that, but we can get into this topic.
We can.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
The topic of today's episode, as you guys already saw, life be lifing.
Life be lifing. That's true. Bro, that is real true.
Life be lifing. No matter what you do.
Yeah.
No matter how much you prepare.
Yeah.
No matter how much you set up stuff.
Yeah.
Life gonna find a way to life.
Always.
Whether it's saving money, whether it's losing weight, because you can get injured.
Yeah, and then you
gotta sit out. And all the little weight you done lost can come back on up there. Or saving and something happened to your vehicle or your house if you a homeowner. Because a parking life,
because every time you think you have some money saved up, something happens.
Something breaks.
Rock hit your window.
Or warranties.
True.
You all good with when you in your warranty you get a little knick-knack stuff here and there. But when that warranty go out,
boom.
Now all the big stuff got to have
everything.
And then you just
now all my little savings
is just gone.
Oh,
it's gone. It's
just depressing.
It is depressing.
I don't know.
It's depressing. It's very depressing. Cause you be like, man, why? Like, why me?
Yes.
Like, I'm doing everything right.
Everything right. And then life say, boom.
Yeah. Boom. Life did me like that. It was a point in my life where I was like, okay, everything I wanted, stuff I had been praying for, I felt like I was on that track of getting all those things. And then in 2 days, all gone.
Yeah.
And then literally having to start all the way over.
And so when you say that, like when, tell the people what you mean when you saying like everything was in order, like everything work, everything finances, everything
finances, work, personal, goals that I had set for myself or whatever, career goals,
right.
All that at one point was like, okay, it's all coming together.
Yeah.
And then literally 2 days, all that went away.
Came tumbling down, huh?
It was just like a domino effect.
Yeah.
And then you land there and you like what the hell?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely can relate with that.
Cause you're like, okay, I did this, I did that, I set this up, I set that up. I prayed. Clearly, there was an avenue for it because it was there. Yes. And then you like, dang.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's easy to feel like you the only one in this storm right now.
Right.
You the only one dealing with loss, having to start over, having to, you question a lot of stuff. You question God.
Yeah.
Ooh, why you got me in this?
True. Why you did
why did you let all these things happen if you knew up the road it was going to come tumbling down?
Ooh, that's good right there. That is,
And then, people tell you to pray.
Yeah.
You gotta just pray. And in that moment, you know what to do.
Yeah.
You know to pray. You know to go to God. But at this point, you ain't God. You ain't seeing eye to eye right now.
Because I'm mad.
Because I'm mad.
I'm going through something.
I mean, I'm going to still pray. But in this moment, I'm mad.
Right. Yeah.
And then people want to tell you, things. People tell you things that you already know.
Yeah. Yeah.
In that moment, you don't want to hear that.
Right.
In that moment, you want to hear, life is life.
Life is life.
And I'm mad.
Yeah.
I'm sad. A little depressed.
Yeah.
Frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's gonna get better. Oh, I know that, but as of right now, the thick is thick.
Yes.
That thick is thick. And you telling me it's gonna get better. How it's gonna get better?
Right.
When it's gonna get better?
Because I don't see the light.
Because I don't see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you want me to be positive. So then what people gonna do? They gonna fake it.
Yep.
After a while, oh, I'm feeling so much better. Lying.
Yep. Putting on that mask.
Because at this point, who wants to keep hearing your stories of how you feel?
Yeah.
Or that's what you think.
Yeah.
People don't want to keep hearing the stories of how you feel. And you on a roller coaster of emotions every day.
Right. But then too, those people that are close to you do, we not just calling and checking on you just to say, oh girl, get on with it. It's time to move on. Like we're really, you have those who are really trying to call and see what's going on. But again, sometimes you do have those people that just hoping you still feeling bad or ready to tell you, girl, it's been 3 months. It's time for you to get over that. Everybody move and do things at their own pace, but those people who know you, know your heart, and know where you are, really calling like, hey, lean on me. We don't have to say nothing, but I'm here. And we're sitting on the phone, quiet, silent, 3-4 hours, not saying anything, but you just knowing that I'm there, and that's important. That's definitely important.
Because sometimes life, like we say, life be lifing. Yeah. But sometimes life be lifing.
Yeah.
Because there are times where I know people go through one thing, it's like, okay, you hit me there, bad, all right, cool. Yeah. And then you trying to cater to their wound, and boom, you hit again. Absolutely. Like, God, dog it, okay. Then you fixing that side, then you boom, you hit in the face, then you hit in the legs. You like, God, dog.
Yes. And that's when it get tough, because at that point it's easy to just say, well, you know what, I give up.
I quit.
But one of my favorite, I guess, phrases to hear is, God gives his hardest battles to his toughest soldiers, right? And so if I'm going through. Not saying that I like going through, but if I'm the strongest one for that battle, give it to me. But in that moment, I ain't saying give it to me. In that moment, you be like, you got me messed up.
Like I'm straight.
I know
they say before you was in your mother's womb, I knew you clearly. You don't know me.
You forgot something.
Cause they be like, he'll never put more on you than you can handle. Clearly, you don't know me. You don't know me at all.
Oh wow, it's really you don't know yourself, cause you can handle it. It was for you.
Okay, word.
Okay.
Cause in that moment, I know me. I know me in this moment. In this day. Who's strong?
True.
Not
that's true.
Because you said, well, I am. You make me stronger right now. I am weak,
and I need you
to be strong. I can't be strong right now.
Yeah, absolutely. That's true. And even in those things with life be life, and like we going through stuff, and it may all while be things that we're going through, and sometimes it's based off of something that we did.
This is true.
Like sometimes I'm in tough situations because I put myself there. And it's hard for people, for us, to realize that sometimes we create our own messy situation, right? And so if I'm going through this hard time, or if I'm experiencing this tough season, because we all have different seasons, but I'm experiencing this tough season, or I'm staying in this season, God is telling us to move on. Fall done changed. It's summer now, and I don't move. So what happens when I don't move, when God's telling you to move and you don't?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so then I have to face those consequences of when I was told to move and I didn't. You know, and so,
or when you told not to do something,
or when you told not to do something and you do it,
or when you know better but you don't do better.
Oh, that's good. Now that's good right there. You know, definitely when you know better and you don't do it. Like, why? Why do you know better? Like, what was the lesson that you learned in knowing better but still did it?
Cause
like,
you're hard-headed.
Hard-headed.
You're hard-headed, and then you want to be in your own way. Yeah. And sometimes you don't do it intentionally.
Yeah. True.
You just feel like you think you know, or this is the route, or you're going off of what you feel is the best decision for you to make.
Right.
Because you think that it's just gonna keep, like you're gonna be on the up and up regardless.
Right. Absolutely.
No, sometimes, a friend of mine told me when I was trying to get back in the groove of some stuff, and I was nervous about some things, and they told me, they said everything in life is a risk.
Yes.
And they was like, sometimes you gotta just go with the decision, but be prepared for whatever comes.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
Every decision got a consequence, whether it's a good consequence or it's a bad consequence.
Absolutely.
All of them have it.
Yeah.
Now, with life be lifing, if you make a decision and you receive a bad consequence, and initially, you gonna hit that woe is me, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening to me. But then once you sit down and you think about it, it should hit like, hey, but you remember when you had this decision to make?
Absolutely.
And you went to go this way?
Absolutely.
And then too, we hate to admit it, but people come in our way and be like, hey, you trying to go left, but you need to go right.
Absolutely.
And you like, right, cool, but I want to go left.
Absolutely.
Because I want to do what I want to do.
Of course, because he's gonna send you some sign to let you know. You know, and so when you're making that decision, and it's not always a God thing. It's not always oh, this is the right way or this is the wrong way and what he says to do. You know, but if you're walking and you're trying to figure things out, it's important to consider what he may have already had for you.
And you may even consider going right.
Yeah.
You may even weigh the pros and cons of going right.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, left just feels like the better decision to make, and that's fine.
And that is fine. But
you have to know that whatever consequence comes, because even with going left, it may still work out.
Oh, it's still gonna be tough.
And if it work out, that's fine. Yeah. But if it go left and it go wrong, you gotta be prepared for the fact that it went wrong.
Absolutely.
Because we started off talking about the unexpected parts of life, or whatever. But sometimes we got this stuff coming to us. Yeah. Based off of what we do and the decisions that we choose to make.
Absolutely.
And it's whack.
It is.
I don't want people to think that, like, oh well, we should have sympathy for those who make the decision or make a bad decision and then life hit them. I'm not saying that at all, because it's whack either way it goes.
Either way.
But when it's your fault, sometimes you gotta just take responsibility for that.
All the time.
Because people don't want to take responsibility and say, you know what, this is my fault.
Absolutely. Yeah.
When I look at weight loss, and I'm not where I want to be, but let's think about it. Because you can go. Yeah. But are you eating right?
Absolutely.
Are you staying consistent? Are you not letting little things hinder you?
Yes.
Even with doing this podcast.
Yeah.
Even with a lot of other stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
Either you're going to do it or you're not going to do
it. Absolutely.
And if you're not going to do it, you got to be prepared for 6 months down the road.
Still be looking at the same you.
But then somebody that came and surpassed you.
Absolutely. Oh, and that's tough too.
Yep. Because you chose not to make that decision.
Yes. Because the biggest thing that right now, with just society period is transformations, right?
Yep.
I'm guilty too. I'm making transformations, but I make transformations because I'm like, I don't have anything to show what I looked like 4 years ago or what this was like. So now I'm intentional about the things that I'm doing and moving forward. Mm-hmm. So I'm doing videos, I'm taking pictures of different accomplishments and different things that I'm doing in life, because transformation is important. You know, to be able to see something or to see your growth. Like, I can look back and, you know, your phone and Facebook and everything do a good job with that. Being able to show you like memories and things like that, and that could be a good thing or a bad thing because you could look at something and it'll be like 7 years ago and you're like, dang, I'm still the same. I'm in the same spot. Yep. Like, how am I here? So it could be a good thing and a bad thing, but if we're intentional about what we do daily, if we're intentional about growth, if we're intentional about making the best decision for us, because it's right or wrong, but the best decision for us, what fits your lifestyle, what is good for me. Left may be good for me, but right may be better for you, you know, and so it's not going to look the same for everybody, but picking what's best for you is going to be helpful, beneficial for you to be able to see those different things that you grow, and that will decrease or limit your life and stuff. You know, when it's
even
like
with going right, life is still life when you go right.
Yeah, definitely.
Like even when you know you on the path you're supposed to be on. Yeah. Like, they never said it was gonna be an easy path. Absolutely. You know, regardless of what path that you decide to go on.
Absolutely.
So even if you go right, life gonna still like you, but it's gonna like you in another way.
In
some kind of ways gonna hit you.
Right. Because we can't always experience a perfect life. You know, we always say the phrase, you know, oh, in a perfect world, but we don't have that. And so we have to understand that I'm picking the right decision for me. And so, but I'm still going to experience some bumps. Not really so hard where I can't live, but I'm going to get through. I'm going to go through bumps. Sometimes it's going to be a straight path and I'm going to just slide on through. And then sometimes it's going to be bumpy, but you're going to be equipped with what you need. Like, I'm gonna have every tool that I need to tear this bump down for me to get over it. And so understanding that, yeah, it's hard right now. Yep, girl, it's tough right now, but I'm making it. Child, listen. Life is like I'm tired. I get up and I be like, man, I don't want to work out. Like, I don't feel like it today, you know. And then I tell myself, well, you're not gonna feel like it tomorrow. It's time to get up, you know. And so if
Jake be saying, girl, get
up, you know. And if like I put before, you know, if it doesn't challenge you, then it won't change you. And I'm working every day for growth. I want to look different every day. Every day I want to be able to set and accomplish goals every day. Small goals, long-term goals, all of that. I want to do that every day. And so the only way that that's gonna happen if I get up and go. You know, a lot of people ask, how you stay motivated? I motivate myself. I mean, not saying that just happened like overnight. Because I used to have to rely on somebody. My husband played a big part, you know, but now he'll leave me, I'll leave him, because we both can just go in and get our work in whenever we want, you know, whether it's together or alone. But to motivate yourself, to be motivated with motivation, you got to be consistent to get that motivation, to have that get up and go, to make yourself say, you know what, I missed yesterday because I had work, school, whatever the case may be. I'm going today.
It's like yesterday when I said, oh, when I get back, I'm going. You was like 11:30 at night,
right?
But in my mind, I was going. And then what I said, when we worked out this morning, I said, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go twice since I missed yesterday.
Yep.
Well, life was life today. And now I can't go, but I'm gonna make sure I go tomorrow.
Absolutely. And so, check myself on that, missed that, but today I'm coming to get this work, and I'm gonna do because guess what? It's okay. It's okay to not do one day. The most important thing is that I'm getting back up. I'm getting up, and I'm not, because the hardest thing is once you stop, it's starting back.
And you know it's hard to get up when life is like that.
Yes, it is. It's definitely hard. That is,
because we was talking
and that's
about,
not even just in
goals.
fitness.
You was talking about, I was gonna say, you were talking about setting personal goals and this positive mindset that you have when it comes to hitting and reaching those goals or whatever, but taking it back to you still not, life could still hit you.
Yeah. It can.
Even on the positive.
Not can, but it will.
It will.
It will. It will, because like what we were saying earlier, you know, the devil be busy. And he always looking to see how you know, he's always gonna find ways to see how he can kill, steal, and destroy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when that's happening, it's up to us, you know, because God gonna be like, oh, my child can handle it, but we gotta be able to handle it. He know when we can, but sometimes we don't know when we can ourselves, you know.
Yeah.
And so if I just give up, or if I just not do it, not take the initiative to do what's best again, what's best for me, then guess what? I get stuck, and then I gotta figure out, how do I start again? How do I set more goals? How do I restart the goals that I already had? You know, and so,
and you might need to take a step back, and reset. Reset may be going back and being like, I need to refocus. Am I even on the? I need to seek more. Let me pray a little more, because maybe, because life can have you questioning the path that you want anyway. So, hey, is life lifing because you designed this, or is life lifing because this is a mistake? Because like we said, everything has a consequence. So maybe I need to step back and reset. Take ownership for what I did right, but for what I also did wrong. And then, because I feel like, regardless of whether you put yourself in it, or you put or it's a God designed life and situation, He know the way out.
Always.
And sometimes He may just want you to just, hey, come talk to me real quick, because you talking to everybody else.
Everybody
come talk to me real quick. And I'm gonna tell you how to get up out of this. Because sometimes life can life for 3 months, 6 months, a year, but the lifing portion of it and how long it goes, in some way depend on us.
On you. That's true. That is true.
Because how long you gonna? Yes, as a counselor, I'm pretty sure you would tell people to feel your feelings.
Always.
Feel, how do you feel in that moment? And okay, that's, and feeling your feelings is good. Going through those, allowing yourself to feel those emotions of sadness, anger, regret, frustration, stress, all that. But then at some point you gotta be like, okay,
what am I gonna do?
What am I gonna do to get? Cause laying here ain't gonna make it no better. Stressing about it ain't gonna get me out of it.
Absolutely.
I saved all this money, because I wanted my savings account to look a certain way. But then my car got jacked up, and it took a good portion of my savings. I'm mad. I gotta start all over again. But if you did it once,
you can do it again.
You can do it again.
And at least I'm here to start over.
And at least I'm here to start over.
Absolutely.
Because even in them 2 days when everything went away, and it took a little minute, but after a while, I was like, you know what? All right.
That's real.
Let me figure it out. Let me get up out of this.
Yeah. And that's the important part.
And then starting over is beautiful. In a way, it is.
It is.
When you take that time and you start over.
Cause then you get to formulate it, and you get to rewrite it exactly how you want.
And then you look at, like, in ways, like, you look at the things that you did right. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing that. But the stuff I did wrong, I'm gonna do that different this time.
Absolutely. And that's the good thing in being able to start over. When you're able to start over, it's like, it's like seeing the test already and then going in and being able to do it again. Yep. So I've already saw what to do. I already know the answers. So
I know how to get to the answer.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so I've already marked the wrong answer and I know what the right answer look like now. So let me go ahead. So starting over is definitely a good thing. It's not always bad. It may be hard. Mm-hmm. It may be tough. Mm-hmm. It may be an experience. Mm-hmm. But guess what? Starting is the most important thing. Yep. And so being able to start over and to move forward and to grow, you can't ask for more than that.
Because every problem, like you said, every decision has a consequence. Yes. Every problem has a solution.
Yes. Absolutely. That's true. That is so true. So life do be lifing, y'all. And when life is lifing for you, you gotta just
roll with it. Weather through it.
Muscle it up.
That was good.
That was. Y'all, it be tough. You know, we be talking about some deep stuff. We talk about these type of things all the
time. And sometimes I don't want to talk about this. I'm talking about ratchet stuff.
I couldn't believe she told y'all that.
So anyway, to our question and answer portion, we are allowing you guys to send us an email with a question. Yes. And not just questions. If you have a topic idea that you're like, I want to hear y'all perspective on it, you know, because for some strange reason, people like our perspective.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know why. I mean,
I think we're pretty good, you know.
We are, right?
even
I'm playing, but no. If you want to ask us a question, you we'll have the email link down. Yes. Feel free to do that, or like I said, if you have a topic that you want us to talk about, that's fine too. But since we are pre-recording, we don't have any questions yet, so I have a question that maybe we can reel the audience into. Okay. So this episode is pretty much talking about life be life and just the no matter what it'll happen. Right. And the feelings and emotions and everything that happens while that's going on. As the licensed professional counselor that you are, what are some things that you feel that people can do in those situations to kind of remain in good spirits or in better spirits? Like once they done felt their feelings, what's a good way for them to remain in good spirits?
Awesome. Well, yeah, so it's definitely beneficial to always feel your feelings. That's going to be the first step into getting into a better place, a better mindset, is definitely feel how I feel. Because if I know how that made me feel, I'm going to do what I can to not have to feel like that again. But some tips that I would give just from a counselor's perspective is definitely being able to maintain your self-care. When you come out of something tough, when you come out of something hard, sometimes we have, lost ourselves. We have forgotten who we were or who we are. And so maintaining the self-care, being able to do things that's helpful, that's good for us. And so just a little bit of what self-care is, you guys. Self-care is being able to take care of myself just no matter what. That's putting aside the husband, that's putting aside the wives, the children, the sometimes even friends, putting those people to the side and taking care of self. When we can take care of self and when we can put self first, because oftentimes we put self on the back burner, but coming out of a hard time, maintaining and keeping that self-care is going to be important. Self-care is anything from, one thing that I would say self-care for me is being able to go to the gym. I like to get my hair done. I like to get my nails done, pedicures and things like that. I do those things for myself. But self-care is not always having to go out and spend money on yourself. It can be a walk in the park. It can be taking a nap, watching a movie, reading a book, something that I enjoy for myself. And what's going to happen when you're doing that self-care, somebody going to call you and say, I need you to do, and being able to say no. Self-care is saying no, okay? And then another one is to be able to lean on your support system. And so in a hard time, after experiencing something hard, it is definitely hard to lean on those people who have been calling. Lean on those people who want to just love on you and make you feel better. But definitely be able to bring in your supports, even if it's just, oh, you want to run with me to the grocery store, or you want to go get your nails done with me, or whatever the case may be. But definitely lean on your support system. And lastly, I would give to you guys is, if you feel like it's out of your control, if self-care is not helping for you, if leaning on your support is not helpful, I can't control these feelings anymore, it's not helping, I've tried everything, then I definitely want you to seek out professional help. Seek out a licensed professional counselor or a licensed social worker to be able to help you get through those hard times. You know, the help is out there. People like myself is out there to help people get through those tough times. So those are some of my tips that I would give.
Good tips. I definitely recommend that counseling part, because they help me.
Yeah.
They help me tremendously.
Definitely.
And I just happened to look up and find the counselor that I meshed with. All right, so let's wind it down with the wind down.
Wind down with the
got our wine. Hope y'all had y'all wine.
Yes, we
Somebody still got wine in their glass. They tried to play me last episode.
A woman sips.
And they drink too. Like I'm about to do. Once we done. Because life was lifing today. Big time.
Definitely so.
A lot.
A whole lot.
But in being transparent with that, I think it helps people to, or should help people to realize that you're not by yourself.
Right.
Not in a mean way, but like, life be hidden for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And sometimes you think that it's just you, because sometimes you base your feelings and what's going on with you off of what people say on social media.
Right. Yeah.
And you think that you're the only one going through something because everybody else seems to be having fun, happy, all those good things. And one thing about social media that I learned is that people only show you what they want you to know.
Absolutely.
And so, or show you what they want you to see. They ain't gonna show you the
hard times.
The hard times. They'll show
issues.
you. They'll show you the highs when they accomplish a goal or something like that, but they won't tell you about the struggle.
Right.
Unless it's in like a form of a started from here, now I'm here type of post.
Right.
Which nothing wrong with it, but when you're in the thick of something and it looks like everybody else is winning around you and you're losing,
it can be tough.
It can be tough. So it's just best to know that in those moments that you're not alone, you're not by yourself.
Right. Absolutely. Because we often think that because I'm going through this, because I'm going through that, it could only be me going through this and going through that. But, you know, we definitely want to let everyone know that when you're going through this tough time, when you're going through the difficulties, when you're going through that rough patch or trying to get over that hump or bump, that you definitely not alone. And so giving you that motivation to just keep going, saying, you know, I'm not alone, I'm not the only one going through it, but I have what I need to push on, to push through.
Utilize your people. Find you a counselor.
Yes. Self-care.
Through it. Do you some self-care.
Definitely so.
And you'll get through it.
Yeah, you will.
All minds clear?
All clear.
Well, that wraps up today's episode. Thank you guys for joining us. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, rate us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And until the next video or episode,
bye-bye.